Andrew back for another coffee talk video. Yes, we are back once again. The game day is Tuesday, September 29th. Quick little disclaimer, it sounds like there's a full-on windstorm going on outside at the moment, so if you hear any really loud, kind of hectic wind sounds, that is what that is. Hopefully I can make it through this video alive. But to provide a little recap as to what happened in the last episode, we had Gala and Freya. They were chatting for a bit, and then Bailey's came in soon after, and we hadn't seen him since the first time we met him, along with Lua. And he told us about how him and Lua first met. She was like his best friend's girl or whatever. It was like all this drama. And then Gala was giving essentially Bailey's advice on like family, and like just because it's easy for you to leave your family doesn't mean that it's easy for her to leave hers or whatever. But they ended on good terms because I remember them leaving the coffee shop together. So a new friendship developed, I guess. But that is what happened yesterday. Now we can go ahead and see what today has in store for us. Main headline here. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. Okay. The World Health Organization is prominent in this society as well. Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. Well, I think everybody's going to Coachella this summer. Meaning we're going to be staying on our couches. And lastly, sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Interesting. Pretty interesting headlines here. Let's see what today's about. We start right with Hyde and Gala. He never really changed. Oh, Jupiter is hanging out on me as well. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Sometimes you need an extrovert friend to pull an introvert friend out for a bit. Hey, Andrew. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. I guess I do. Well, actually, I guess I don't, considering the fact that you, like, hate me every time I make this. But let's see if this is it. I feel like if I get it right, it's gonna tell me something. Ginger milk tea. No, because that's what I gave him last time and he did not like that, I think. Let's maybe do tea. Well, see, I learned in the last episode as well that the order matters, so maybe let's try this. Switching the place of the milk and the ginger. Gala had... This literally has to be it. It has his name in it. It has to be it. Try this. Thank you. Oh my god, please be right. Yes! They say third time's the charm, and we did it, y'all. Just what I needed. Jupiter, you can chill on my shoulder. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. Yeah, well, it's kind of the name of the game in this coffee shop. It sounds like you two go way back. You know this, pardon me, you know this already. They're 60 years, dude. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Interesting. Oh. Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. So why would he need a specific bodyguard? What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Interesting. Ugh, those two bastards. You know what they say. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. Yeah, okay, chalk it up to the drinks, dude. I could have taken them both if I was sober. Likely story. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. Shoot, he's calling him out. Look, but you gotta keep him humble, you know? Don't let him just underestimate himself. Jupiter, what are you doing? Okay. I think Jupiter wants to click the mouse this time. Oop, he's going on the computer. You told him I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. Sounds like a ride or die. Then this wasted vampire stuck to me, like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So, I hailed a cab. Jupiter, you can't be messing up my laptop, baby. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Sounds like the start of a beautiful friendship, clearly. He's laughing. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Really? Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. Interesting, the plot thickens. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Hi, this is why you can't get involved in things like this. That's how you get your kneecaps broken and your fingers cut off. Oh my god, Jupiter! Jupiter clicked the mouse pad as he was walking across it, so I didn't see what they said. But, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh wait, I think this is a log of what was said, right? Yikes, they wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Okay. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. Awesome. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. Look, not everybody's perfect, right? What a stroke of luck. The universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. I guess, I mean, you'd probably want a big old werewolf like Gala to protect you, right? After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. That means everything balances out. I wonder what y'all got. Did you go to Waffle House? Sounds like the perfect escapade for a hungover morning. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. We've all been there, boy. Don't feel bad about it. Me currently. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? Well, I mean, that is what he is. War veterans. Ooh, he was in a war. Interesting. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hyde. I'd prefer it if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go... Am I stupid? Sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. I'm sorry, I don't know why that was such a struggle for me. It's alright. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to share your personal details. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Gala. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Ooh. Were you in trouble, perhaps? Jupiter, stop biting stuff. Lord almighty. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Maybe he had some sort of near-death experience then? Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Well, I mean, Hyde kinda owes his life to you as well, Gala. He even said that those, dwarves would have murked him, so thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Wow, Jupy, that was good. Uh-oh. Sorry, Jupiter is having lots of fun exploring my desk. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. Step up on that? You want to step up on that? I guess not. Okay. I know. Anyway, Andrew, I'd like to order something out. Ooh, dish. What you want, boy? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Okay, well, obviously, that's the warm part. Mint would make it cool. What would add to warmness? Cinnamon? That looks pretty warm and cool to me. Mint cinnamon tea. Sounds interesting, in fact. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Ah, yes, we're 2 for 2 today. I'm so excited. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. You mean Freya? Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Huh, speak of the devil, literally. Hey girl, what's up? Hello, good people. And one vampire. Ugh, I'm rolling my eyes, by the way. Y'all couldn't see that, but I just rolled my eyes. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Yeah, we were talking mad shit. Just kidding. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I've no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. Oh my god. Read her. Drag her. I live for it. I really live for it. You. Oh, you. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? Working hard or hardly working is the question. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Andrew my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. Cool, yeah, I wasn't being a criticizing prick. I was actually trying to be helpful. So you're welcome. That's good to hear. I'm glad I could help. So, I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. Oh, God help me. I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. I also did some stories for the paper. Nice, you did both. That's awesome. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. That is some very sound advice. I can certainly relate to that. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. You could say he works as a hospital administrator. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. Sounds interesting enough. I also deal with patients and their families. That adds a new interesting dynamic to the whole job as well. Something new every day. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it will cost them. Kinda like biz dev for people's lives then. Guess you could say so. Yeah, you could say that. We love some business development. Damn, that sounds hard and complicated. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. I like riding high too. I think that that's pretty funny. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. I feel like that's the case for a lot of interesting jobs. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. Can't relate. I talk about Starbucks basically all the time. Well, I used to a lot more when I was actually working there physically, but I can still find a way to slip it into conversations. It's the patient's personal lives anyways, that's true. Yeah, he can't just go spilling all the tea on his patients. Such professionalism and loyalty, we love to see it. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hyde, you've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Wow. Whoa, I didn't know that. So I guess he was only a bodyguard for a short amount of time. You know, respectively, that would be what? I guess 10 years or less he was a bodyguard for Hyde. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. I feel you. I am, once I get comfortable doing something, I definitely want to continue doing it and perfect it and be like the best I can be at it. So I definitely relate, Gala. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. Well, that's good. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice chatting up with both of you. Are you gonna stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. Oh my god, he is so in tune with the vibes. What a Gen Z. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Andrew. Bye, Gala. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. Alright. Peace. Good luck at work. It's just the three of us now. Hey. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. You know, how do you say that? I think she said something like blossoms, you know, can form in the most unusual circumstances, right? That's the beautiful part about it. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. I assume it's gonna fade to black. Oh, never mind. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Oh, okay, I figured. I was like, they're not gonna rehash the same story. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. And that is certainly true. The boy is ripped. The man is ripped, pardon me. So though, why did you make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Of course he does. Hyde helped him out with it. Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. Just like a... Well, she's not even a reporter, but, you know, she really is a... Kinda doesn't... I mean, I feel like she's joking, but if she's not, then she doesn't know how to respect boundaries. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh, yeah, see, and then I don't... Freya, this is why you shouldn't ask for these things. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, and he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Oh yeah, so now he's exercising his brain more. Of course not. It was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. And then I got to be interested in him. Interested? Don't tell me. I think he's a cool person. Okay, yeah, they're just friends, I'm sure. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there, but I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. Well, that is just wonderful. Good for Gala. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Oh my god, it's, Alien Astronaut. Hey. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are glad to see you too, barista. I have a feeling we're gonna learn their name today, hopefully. By the way, yes, thank you. Ask and ye shall receive. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Hey Neil, what's up? Neil? Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. I was wondering if, I was about to say, is it Neil like Neil Armstrong? I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. No, you did not. She just caught a glimpse of you as you were walking out. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. I love to hear it. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more. Probably try a few thousand light years. More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. Interesting. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? You mean this whole thing? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived, of course. An astronaut, makes sense. Image? Ah, the Aremi Gendru album cover. That name looks really similar to Andrew, which is cool. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we were doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What would you like, Neil? I'm so glad to formally meet you. The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Mm-hmm. So, anything? Yep, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yep. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. I'm quite intrigued myself. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. How the hell am I supposed to make a drink that makes him feel something? I mean, they can't taste it, but, you know, caffeine would at least makes human bodies act a certain way. What's gonna make him feel something? Maybe a little bit of... See, but now's the time for me to just do something really crazy. Let's give him milk, because I can do latte art, hopefully. Let's do lemon, just to be gross. Since he can't taste it, but it might make him feel something. Milk, lemon, coffee. That sounds absolutely abhorrent, but... Okay, latte art. Let's draw... Well, he's from space, so let's just draw a nice little, you know, how do you call it? Nighttime scene. This is the moon, don't worry about it. And these are some stars. Wow. Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet, they are shaking. They are quaking in their graves right now. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? He's obviously drinking. They, pardon me, are obviously drinking the beverage. Come on now. Drinking. That's how they drink. Ooh, boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. Pardon me. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of a compliment. What are you, Neil? Kind of a invasive question, but Neil seems to be an open book, so... Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Yeah, I don't think that's just an Earth phenomenon. Hyde's laughing. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, Neil is just so sweet. I love them. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. He'd have to kill you if he were to tell you. Oh, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Feel like those terms can very much be interpreted in a non-compliment, like as not a compliment. I know, I don't like it personally when somebody calls me quirky. Not that I get called that often, but I have in the past, and I've always been like giving them some stink eye, you know, when they say that. Like, I'm not Zoe Deschanel, okay? I'm sorry. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? Oh, could you handle them, though? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. I mean, honestly, I kind of agree. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Really? I don't know. I could see her doing anything for a story, but at the same time, I don't really see her as the type to sleep around, no. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. Fair. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. How's the research going? This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. No comment. Then, with such rules... Oh, then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Good question. Kind of a loaded question there. Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet? Well, at least that's what we gathered from your information network. Yeah, in theory, everybody likes to think that, but a lot of people don't actually put that into practice, I suppose. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. T. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. Every day is a learning day, dude. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? Oh, so endearing. First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, he's probably about to ask, like, how can I be your boyfriend? How can we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. Understatement of the year. And by breeding, obviously, breeding process, in my mind, I mean a relationship. It is very complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? A smooth criminal? Oh my gosh. Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? Oh lord, he really is learning a lot today. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Now he's really shook. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Because sex is fun sometimes, yeah, pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all. It's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to do the mating ritual. Very curious. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. This, then, is improper. Sorry to be a prick about that. I just noticed it, though. It's supposed to be THAN. Anyways. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. Well, I guess it depends on where you're born. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not so sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. Bye, Neil. Ciao. Take care on your way, sir. It was so great to finally know their name. I hate, uncertainty. Excuse me. I yawned. So, that was really something. That it was. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? That is she. Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. Exactly. He's so naive. They don't know. They literally don't know. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Oh, you mean Lua? Miss Lua? She hasn't. Nope. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm jealous. Please take me with you. Sounds awesome. I mean, well, I guess maybe that's not really possible now, but like in the game, like take me with you, you know. So, I'm off for the day. Oh? You're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh. Well, it'll be a peaceful week then. I almost said something very different. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. Well, duh. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Girl, it is still raining outside. It's been raining for a week straight at this point. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Is that the end? It is indeed. What an interesting day. Spiced Lady, a British chocolate drink extremely popular in the 90s. I mean, look at that beautiful Union Jack on it. Okay, we love it. Okay, so here is our title card for the next day, which I believe is Wednesday. Yes, September 30th. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Coffee Talk. I hope that you are doing well and are continuing to stay safe and healthy and sane. I hope that if you're still in school, that you are handling your online classes well. We're almost done. I'm so close to being done with college that it's a little scary, but also pretty exciting. So I hope that you guys are having similar feelings. I hope that, you know, the future is uncertain kind of for us at this time, but, you know, it's important to stay optimistic, I think. So I hope that we are continuing to try our best even in these trying times. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, chilling with me today. I hope Jupiter... Actually, I feel like Jupiter's been pretty good today. Hasn't been super noisy. I guess I will find out when I play this video back to make sure that nothing went wrong with the recording. And I also hope that the wind outside wasn't too crazy. It appears that it's settled down now. But yeah, so thank you guys, and I shall see you guys tomorrow for the next part. Take care.